Hey guys, I want to welcome each and every one of you to the presentation this afternoon. My name is actually Terrence Hawkins. Hope y'all hear me. Guys, let me know that you can hear me, clearly, and we can get started. I want to welcome everybody to come along. Go ahead and stuff. Give us your city and your state and where you're calling from. So I can actually hear you. Go ahead and actually do that for you. I want to welcome you, welcome you. As you come along, guys, go ahead and grab a pen and pad for me, okay? Go ahead and grab a pen and pad, and then just let me know that you can hear me clearly. Make sure that my mic is on and it is popping for you. So let's make sure that we have that going before we get started with the presentation. I want to thank each and every one of you for actually joining on this afternoon with me here, guys. But grab your pen. I see individuals continue to come on. Thank you for coming. Thank you for actually joining us. Go ahead, grab a pen, grab a pad. What's up? What's going on, Toby? What's going on, Toby? Let me know if actually you can actually hear me good. You can hear me clearly. Also as well. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on, guys. We're going to have a Q&A also. We're going to have a Q&A, a question and answering on this afternoon. Okay, so we're going to do question and answering this afternoon. So you definitely want a pen and pad. You definitely want to have a pen and pad. Okay, loud and clear. Awesome. Thank you. You definitely want to have a pen and pad actually with you guys. Okay, so you can take notes as I go through the information. And then at the end, I'm going to actually share with you those answers. And I'm going to share with you guys, I am excited. Excited to actually be able to actually partner with MWR Financial to help you with what I'm going to be discussing. Okay, it's going to be able to help you to what I'm going to stress. I'm going to tell you about that at the end of the presentation. Those of you that's a part of the team, if you want to go ahead and do your watch parties, go ahead and do so. Welcome, Sheila. How you doing, Gwendolyn? Welcome. Hello. Welcome to each and every one of you guys. We're going to get started, guys, in less than a minute. We're going to get started less than a minute. Where you guys actually calling from, guys? Where you guys actually calling from? Where you watching from? Stuff as individuals, go ahead and share that. Get it ready, pen and pad. We're going to go over information. I got my pen and pad as well because I'm going to write down your questions as they actually come along also as well. So that I can get as many questions and answers. We got about 30 more seconds. We're going to go ahead and get started in about 30 more seconds. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Come on in. Continue to come in. We're going to have a good time on this afternoon. We're going to slow the pace down, and I'm going to actually teach a little bit, guys, all about those taxes. We're going to teach all about that, okay, guys? And more importantly, guys, we're going to get started actually a little bit. More importantly, guys, what I'm going to actually be teaching about really on this afternoon is I'm going to be, guys, teaching about, the way that you can save money on your taxes. Okay. So we're going to be teaching about how you can save money on your taxes. What if there was a way, guys, that you would able to save $300 to $600 on your taxes every single month? What if there a way that can happen? Every single month you can save on your taxes. Y'all start chatting in. What would you even do with that? What would you even do with that? Okay. A lot of us are going, paycheck to paycheck. Or some of you guys may not be going paycheck to paycheck, but you're seeing all of this taxes coming out of that paycheck. Okay. What would you do with some of that money? I mean, give me some ideas. Will some of you guys pay down some debt? Will some of you guys, go on, I don't know about no vacation stuff right now, right? Will you buy some extra thing? We do a lot of online shopping probably, right? Advance your retirement, do some things with it. The bottom line is you may know some things that or something that you can do with your money yourself, right? You know that you can do some money yourself, guys, okay? So my goal, guys, is that simple, okay? My goal is simple is to help individuals to keep more money in their pocket. And again, you're going to learn a lot about that on how we're doing that. You're going to learn a little bit about MWR actually Financial also as well, because we're partnering with that, as I said before, to basically partner up to do what I'm getting ready to teach. Okay, so we're not just going to talk about it. We have solutions for you as well. So stay tuned to that. And remember, this is a Q&A presentation. So if you want to actually get ready for what I said, start hitting me with those questions. We're going to start that as well. Okay, but let's go and get started, guys. For those that do not know me, my name is Terrence Hawkins. Okay, I am the founder of Hawkins Accounting and Tax Service. My wife and I run actually a company. Been in business for 24 plus years now. 24 plus years. Y'all give me some claps. Give me some lights. Give me some stuff actually about that, all right? Because we're excited about doing that, guys. 24 years plus. Guys, I've been doing taxes since I was 15 years of age. My father taught me how to actually do taxes. I'm 49 years of age right now. And we are just excited for helping individuals. We focus on a couple of different things. It's tax strategies with just helping people to put more money in their pocket by saving them on taxes, and compliance. We want to make sure that individuals are compliant with their filings with the Internal Revenue Service, doing it all legally, okay? And that's what we really actually focus on here. I am also an enrolled agent, and many people do not understand what a enrolled agent is, so I'm just going to read it to you real quick, okay? Enrolled agents, guys, are the only federal licensed tax practitioners who specialize in taxation, okay? And also have unlimited rights to represent taxpayers before the IRS. We do that in all 50 states. Enrolled agents are required to complete many hours, I can tell you that, of continuing education each year to ensure they are up to date on the constantly changing tax code and must abide by the code of ethics when what? You need a true tax professional. Most people say see an enrolled agent, okay? So that's what I am, guys. We specialize in that. But I'm also a part of the National Association of Enrolled Agents. I am a member also of the North Carolina Society of Enrolled Agents. Also, American Society of Tax Problem Solvers, where we help people with tax issues. Y'all see those pennies on the dollar, save there and save this and stuff? Yes, we have people there. But I'm so proud of, guys, I am an alumni of the University of North Carolina at Charlotte. Okay, whereas, yes, I got my accounting degree there and sat on the alumni board for a while, and currently on the business council also, well, the Vet College of Business Council as well. But guys, I'm most important at the education that I just love to do. People that know me know I like to give information, and I travel throughout the country, doing radios and things of that nature, guys. Here's actually one of the shows I was on, guys, Coffee and Cash Flow. I'm on ESP in Charlotte, the game. And we had a whole lot of fun there, guys, educating people about finances, okay? But my whole job was saving people money on taxes, okay? Saving people. So if you are wanting to save some money on taxes and learn that strategy, guys, you are in the right place. You are in the right place, okay? Let's dig into it. I'm going to be straight to you, guys. I'm just going straight at you with it because there's a bottom line. There's a bottom line here. I'm going to make this part bigger. There's a bottom line here, okay? And the bottom line of this is for you to know tonight, guys, is just simply this. If you want, okay, to save on your taxes, if you don't have a home-based business, you're paying too much in taxes, period. Bottom line, I don't care what nobody tell you, okay? If you don't have a business, guys, in particular, I say a home-based business, because there's different types of structures. You have many different types of businesses, okay, that individuals can have, whether they have a franchise, whether they have a nice corp trucking company, whether they have S corp, all those are different types of structures, that kind of business. But if you do not have a home-based business, and you got to learn just what that exactly is, you're paying too much money in taxes. I prove this point everywhere that I go throughout the country. And I've been doing this and proving this for years. Of the people that have known me, been knowing this for years, guys. Late 90s, this all I've been teaching and talking about. You have to have a home-based business in today's economy, especially if you have a W-2 job. Especially if you have a W-2 job. So those of you that are listening to me now, or whatever you're listening to me on, okay? Those that hear me now, if you have a W-2 job and you do not have a business, you, sir or ma'am, are paying too much money in taxes. You're just paying too much money in taxes. And the goal is to stop paying that much money in taxes. Stop overpaying that taxes. Now, we hear a lot about taxes now lately, right? Always, sometimes during election year, we hear a lot about taxes, a lot about different things is going on. And in some of them, we be thinking about how can this person, individual, this company make all of this money and they don't really pay any money in taxes? How can Amazon make billions of dollars and pay zero in taxes? How come our politicians make millions of dollars and pay less than $1,000 in taxes? But yet, you're sitting there with saying, hey, I only make $50,000, $70,000, $100,000, and I'm looking at my paycheck and I'm paying all of this money in taxes. Am I talking to anybody out there right now? Am I talking to anybody out there right now? People know me. I like feedback, so talk to me in the chat forum, right? Okay, in the comment section there. It's just so I know that you're still there, all right? But people are thinking about that. Guys, if you don't have a business, you are paying too much. But we want you to understand that the government has put in place different laws. They have put in place different laws, creative laws, and this has been happening for a long time, guys, okay? That basically, guys, have passed the laws that creates an incredible opportunity for the home-based business owners. Home-based business owners can take off different types of write-off, just like major corporations. The law is the law. LLC, one person LLC, right? It is what it is. Okay. I even got the publication there for you. For somebody saying, oh, where is it at? Where is it at? Read publication 535. Okay. We're not going to teach and educate that, educate you on that right now. We do that with MWR. Okay. But we're not going to do that actually right now here. Right. But it's there. Congress already passed those laws to actually help individuals. Okay. And we want you to understand that there are hundreds of potential tax deductions for the home-based business owner. Hundreds of them. Now, some people qualify for some, you don't qualify for others. You have the potential to actually do certain things to qualify. But the goal is have a home-based business and see which one of these hundreds of deductions that you can put in place to take deductions and pay less in taxes. You see, it's not how much you make, guys. It's really how much you keep that counts. Write that down if you're taking notes. It's how much you keep that counts. Okay, it's all about that. Now, even though there are hundreds of them, you don't have to be a scholar to understand all hundreds of them is what's going on. Okay, if you understand 7 of these hundreds, write 7 down, 7 of these hundreds, okay, they can potentially save you on average $3,000 to $6,000 a year on your taxes. They can potentially save you $3,000 to $6,000 a year on your taxes. But here's the thing. If you do it correctly, they're not going to save you a dime if you don't do it correctly. See, the Internal Revenue Service said you have to actually do certain things. Number one, you have to have the intent to generate a profit. Okay. You have to actively participate. And you have to keep records. If you can do those 3 things, if you can have the intent to generate a profit, actively participate, and keep proper records, you can then claim expenses that are ordinary and necessary to the business that you have. And when you claim those expenses, I want you to understand what deductions really do. Okay? In short, deductions that you have, a dollar deduction can go against $1 of income. A dollar deduction can go against $1 of income. Okay. Now, let me bring that in. If you have $1 of deduction, the first dollar of income that it goes against is the business income itself. So if you have a intent to generate income, and let's say you made $5,000 in your business for the year, but let's say you have $6,000 in expenses for that year, that first $5,000 of the $6,000 goes against that business income, goes against that $5,000 income. That means you got $5,000 in income that was what? Tax-free. Zero. People be asking, how do people make millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, paying that in taxes? Because there's ways, guys, that you can have certain expenses to be more than your income. And it doesn't have to be dollar for dollar as far as your expenditure that you spend money on or check. Because there's something called depreciation. There's something called bonus depreciation. You learn about all of those things later. Oh, we teach, right? But there's so many things that's there that goes against that. And then guess what? After it goes against that business income, it then goes against your other ordinary income, which can be your W-2 income. So in our example, after that $5,000 is wiped out the business, $5,000 of business income, the extra $1,000 it would go against your W-2 wage income. So instead of you having $50,000 in income, it's $49,000 as an example. Okay, that's an example. That's what the deductions actually do. Now, the key thing about it is these 7 deductions that we go over are things that you already are doing. See, the goal when you have a business is to turn some of the personal expenses that you have into a business deduction. That's what it does. Turn the personal expenses that you have, things you are already doing and spending money on, and turn those to a business deduction. Because you're spending the money now, guys, but you're just not getting a write-off. Which person making more money? A person that making $80,000 with write-offs or $80,000 without write-offs? Is how much you keep that counts. Okay, so when these things are done correctly, you can save yourself a lot of money. You can save yourself a lot of money. Let's talk about some of these things real quick, okay? First thing is a home-based business, so I want to start off with your home, okay? I want to start off with your home. Now, when you set your home up properly, when you set your home up properly, and we teach that, okay, on how to set up your business properly. See, some individuals, a lot of individuals, you may have a business, but you're not doing certain things correctly and you're losing a lot of money. That's even worse, okay? So you need to basically be able to do certain things the right way, because if you don't do them the right way, you get this little letter for the Internal Revenue Service. Is not such a good letter, is it? But if you have a home-based business set up the correct way, and you have your business in your home set up the correct way, and it's so easy to do, you can then be in position to write off a portion of, check this out, your mortgage or your rent. How many of you guys are paying one of those? You paying either a mortgage or you paying a rent. Wouldn't you like to have a portion of that to be a deduction? And then it goes against your income? How about that? If you already have to pay mortgage anyway, you already have to pay rent anyway, turn that into a business deduction and start having it to go against your income to reduce the amount of taxes that you pay. Are you paying heating? You're getting ready to start paying that right now, right, with the time of the year? Do you have air conditioning costs, electricity, natural gas, oil, water, sewer? Are you paying for trash collection, recycling fees? Some of you guys may have homeowner association dues. How about somebody's coming to clean your house? You paint the outside of your house, security alarms, maintenance costs, and more. If you're listening to me, and if you have some of those expenses that I just mentioned that you are paying, and if you do not have a business, you're paying too much money in taxes. Because you're spending money on these things anyway. You're doing it anyway. How about be able to learn the actually rules on how to do the same thing you're doing now, but turning it into a write-off? That's what we do. That's what we do. That's a home. So I know many of you already, you got one of those, you got that. So I want you to start writing down on your list of your paper. Yep. Home office, check. I can do that. How about the next? Let's go with a vehicle. How about a vehicle? Okay. Now, again, you can potentially write these things off. The Internal Revenue Service says, okay, you can even turn, your personal miles into business miles. I'm doing this because they said that you can combine your personal errands along with your business errands. Isn't that cool? You just need to learn how to do it. You see, with proper documentation, you can combine those things and start writing off. Internal Revenue Service, guys, is giving you 2020, 57.5 cents per mile. 57.5 cents per mile. That can add up to be a lot of miles. Now, I know somebody's actually probably saying, oh, because of all the things that's going on with COVID, Terrence, I don't drive as much as I used to drive. I don't go anywhere. I was quarantined. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. I get it. But see, the Internal Revenue Service gives you an option. And the option is you can either take the standard mileage or you can take actual cost. and your actual cost, you can do things like depreciation of the vehicle. That's like the payment of that vehicle. Or if you lease, your lease payment of the vehicle, okay? A portion of those things can be a write-off. And then if you're doing depreciation, guess what? You may qualify for bonus depreciation. Woo! You know, bonus depreciation, guys, can go up to 100% of the vehicle if you purchase that vehicle in 2020. So if you purchase a car in 2020, and then you purchase that car for your home-based business and you utilizing that, okay, and we show you how to do so. Do you know potentially up to 100% can be a write-off? What does that mean, Terrence? What it means in short? What that means in short, let's say it was a vehicle that qualifies, okay, and that vehicle was, let's say, $60,000 a year, okay, $60,000 in total cost of the vehicle. Let's say you just got that vehicle and on November 1st, you got it, this weekend, over the weekend, you got it Sunday. And you got it because you need it for your business. You got a business now. Now you need a vehicle to do that because your other car is always one. You need to make sure that you're able to get to certain places on your vehicle, on your business, right? So you need a vehicle. So you get the vehicle, you put that vehicle in place in your business. And if it qualifies for 100%, guess what? You may not make a payment until December. So you may only have one payment for this whole year that you made. But do you realize you can potentially write off the entire $60,000? And what did I say a deduction is? It goes against your income. If you make $80,000 for the year, and let's say you're single, you make $80,000 for the year and you're single. Well, your first $12,000 is already a write-off, right? It's already a write-off. This is standard deduction. Okay, so now you're at what, $68,000 as far as what, taxable income in this example. But now you got a deduction of $60,000 potentially. Now you're down to $8,000 that you pay taxes on. Let's say it's 10%. That's $800. But you made $80,000. But you do just $800 on your taxes. Now, all that money you paid during the year that came out of your check, you're getting it back in a refund. Just a quick example, okay, of it. But you need the experts to help you to see what you can do. But there's other ways. If you don't qualify for 100%, guys, you can max out, guys, is bonus depreciation. Use vehicles and put it in. As long as you have a business, you can take a vehicle. You don't even have to purchase a new vehicle. You can put something in place if you do it this year. Talk to your tax professional, talk to us, learn the skill, be able to write off. The point is, if you don't have a business, you're paying too much in taxes. That's the point, okay? That's the point, because you can take that bad boy and turn it into a write-off. Let's continue, guys, all right? Business trip, we're not doing but so many of these right now, right? But some people are doing some. You're going to different places still, okay? And you're going to probably go some places, towards the end of this month. And you probably do something else, in December. May go somewhere around the 25th of December for some reason, right? You may do something like that. But instead of going to like your vacations, instead of going on your family trips, how about learn how you can actually go on a business trip? Turn those trips into business trips. If you're going to go anyway, learn what the Internal Revenue Service call a business day and learn how to turn those things into business days. Because if you have those business days involved, okay, you can then potentially write off 100% of your hotel, 100% of your ground transportation, 100% of your tips and gratuities, 50% of your meals. Guys, it's writing off. And remember, those deduction goes against your income. If you have a $1,200 trip, and if you can write that whole trip off, that's $1,200 that normally you're going to spend the money anyway, and you're paying taxes on. Now you're going to have $1,200 to go against your income, and then you're saving money. You're going to turn $1,200 of your money into 0% tax percent rate. That's how it's done. You guys always want to know how it's done. This is how it's done. All you need is the guidance. This is how it's done. Okay, and we're going to give you that guidance. I'm going to tell you about it at the end. Okay, all right. Catch the replay. Awesome. Awesome, Ms. Clark. All right, here we go. Now, business meals. Same thing. Okay, business meals. Okay, same thing. In these business meals, guys, here is all about, again, making the meal a business deduction. Okay? Making a meal a business deduction. You just have to learn how to do it. Remember, if done the right way. Okay? Right? If done the right way. If you are eating out, if you're going to these different places and eating out, and I know now you just want to get out so bad, and you're going to different places and you're eating out, and then you're sitting outside, you're social distant, you're doing whatever, but you're eating out. You're eating out with people. How about learning the rules to turn that meal into a business deduction? Because if you do, now 50%, 50%, guys, of that meal is now a write-off that goes against your income. Doesn't that just make sense? I'm just sorry. Doesn't that make sense? People always ask, like, Terrence, everywhere you go, you're doing business. Exactly. Okay. That's the point. You do business everywhere you go. You still have fun. People know me. I still have fun. I still enjoy myself. I don't go down on people, but I'm conducting business, and I go out to do what? Business. So then what? I can turn things into a write-off. Goes against my income. Don't get mad at the people that are taking these deductions and paying less in taxes. We're just telling you what to do on a small scale to put things in place so you can start taking advantage of some of the same things. Then you'll learn the big scale stuff, right? Then you learn the big stuff. But if you're eating out right now and you don't have a business, the point I want you to get is what? You are losing money. I want everybody to even type that in before this is over. If you don't have a business, you're losing money. You're losing money in the form of taxes. Bottom line. Bottom line. That's the business meals. Okay. The next one. Don't forget this. Operating costs. You have to operate your business. You have to start up your business. Okay. You got different things that's going on in the business. You may do research. You may do this. I want what type of industry I want to be in. What type of this I'm going to be in. What I'm going to do here. What I'm going to do that. And you're thinking about all of those things, right? Or what you can do. That's that can be your startup cost to start your business up. The IRS even give you a bonus part of startup costs. It used to be capitalized. I understand that, right? Right? But, and when you really actually look at this, guys, what really actually happens is, Ms. Right, so how you doing? Good to talk to you today. Awesome stuff. Awesome. Okay. All right. Guys, when you have this right here for a startup, the IRS is going to give you up to $5,000 the first year. So what that you took a credit card and pay for that computer, but you pay for that computer as a part of your startup cost package to get started in your business. Why? Because you got a home-based business that's doing something online, and you needed a new screen, you needed a printer, you needed a new TV screen, you needed a new desk, you need all those things to put them down. And no problem. Those are your startup costs. Good. Up to $5,000 right up this year, and you put it all in the car, hadn't paid a dime for it yet. But as a write-off, goes against your income. Then you got your meals. Then you have your internet. You have to use it. If you are listening to me now, you're on some type of data, something. You either are using your internet, your Wi-Fi, you're on your phone, using data, something. Those of you that have a business that's listening to me, okay, you're writing off those things. Those that don't have a business, you're losing money. You're losing money because you can take that cell phone service and turn that bad boy into a business deduction. And we'll show you how to get 100% of it as a deduction. Your fax lines, your leads list, your websites. I already mentioned computers, printing costs, business costs, home furnitures, and more. So many other things. And this is the category right here with business operating costs that we show you what to do. We're not saying up to hundreds and stuff. What are you doing? And it depends on what type of business and how the business work. Yes, all of those things. But I'm just telling you about 7 of them right now, guys. I want to get this point through. Because it's time for us to stop losing money. Time for us to stop losing money. All right. We're going to save you here. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Let's go to the next one here. Now, this is the one I'm going to pause on for a second. I need you, those that are taking notes, get your pens ready. Get your pens ready. Because this is one that I see most people that can save so much money on doing, and they are totally positioned to take advantage of this, and they don't do it. This is one of the oldest income shifting tax strategies that has been around. There's been so many years out of years and decades ago, boom, 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 that people have been hiring their kids for their business, hiring the kids. And for some reason, individuals think, well, how do I do that? I can't do that. Yes, you can. If you had a business, you can honestly hire anybody that you want to hire to operate your business, right? You got to have the real business. And then you have to have some real service or duties that that person needs to do. And then you have to pay them for actually doing that. That's cost. And then you write that off, right, on your taxes. Okay. The art of hiring your own child and why that is so big is because if you have a child in between the age of 7 and 17, write that down, you're taking notes, in between the age of 7 and 17, if you have a child in between that age, you get something a little extra here. Why? Because you can hire your child. They do a service or a duty for your business. Okay. That's what it is, right? You know, say, well, what it is. How about, they can take the pictures for you. Like if I had my son to come in right now and he's taking, pictures right now of my setup and how I'm delivering this and I'm talking about this in the video, whatever it is, and they put it on my social media because they control your social media. They know that better than us anyway. This is one of the ones that I love to talk about. Pay them for that. There are companies that basically charge you to basically run their whole, run your social media. Have your kids doing that. They know that stuff better. Okay. Anything kind of like that. You pay them honest wage for doing those services. You get the write-off. That means whatever you're paying them comes off of what? Your ordinary income. We learned that, right? But here's the cool part. In between the age of 7 and 17, they are exempt from Social Security and Medicare. Meaning they do not have to pay that, that FICA. You remember the FICA that comes out of your paycheck? They are exempt from Social Security and Medicare, right? So they don't have to pay that. And then the second thing is you can pay anybody pretty much up to the standard deduction, and they don't have to file federal nor state taxes. Have you heard of the first $12,200 last year is tax-free because of the standard deduction, $12,200? Married couple, is $24,400, right? Right? The first one is tax-free anyway. So with a single person, you kid, that $12,200 tax-free. That means technically you can actually pay your child up to $12,200, right? In this example, they don't have to pay federal taxes, state taxes, Social Security, nor Medicare. They don't have to pay that. They don't have to pay that, but you get the write-off. Question: how many of you spend money on your kids? How many of you? How many of you have to pay for their clothing? You have to pay for their food. You have to pay for their school supplies. You have to pay for their school trips. How many of you got your kids in activities? Let me talk to you guys from the activity zone here for a second, right? Because you guys spend a lot of money in activities, especially like I had my son in those AAU. How many know kids that have this stuff in AAU, right? You're traveling from this city to that city to that city, yet this hotel. Aisha, like raise her hand, from this hotel to that hotel to that hotel. You're doing all of those. It costs, doesn't it? It costs. And you always wonder, man, if I can write those things off, if I can write that off, if I can write those trips off, if I can write those hotel stays off, if I can write those fees off, and I can write those school trips off, if I can write the basketball, the football, the volleyball, the gymnastics, the cheerleading, if I can write all of those things off, the Boy Scout, the Girl Scout, you can. Okay? But indirectly. How indirectly, Terrence? Because you basically hire your child. Your child makes the money, show you how to do that, right? And the IRS doesn't stipulate what your child must do with their money. You see, they have the money now. Let them pay for their own school supplies. Let them pay for their school trip. Let them pay for their AAU. And guys, I do exactly what I tell you to do. I can remember my son's eighth grade school teacher back then. He's in college now. Eighth grade school teacher, you know, when he was, you know, going on a school trip to go to DC. And when he's paying his deposit to pay this money to do that, he whips out and give her what? His check. Look on it. Is his check from what? His bank account. He did his AAU of Coach the same way. His check from his bank account. Now you got to use checks so much, right? You just use the card, right? You can use the card now. See, I get to write off the money that I paid him. He gets that money tax-free, already zero tax rate. He can do whatever he wants. He can even pay for what? Monthly groceries if you want. Go to Walmart. Have a whole big buggy. Instead of you pull out your card to pay for it, you pull out your child's card to pay for it. Your child, you learn them responsibilities. It's their time to pay for groceries. Do y'all get the point? This is one that, guys, you have to use this, but you have to do it correctly. There's some things you got to do. Have to do it correctly. But that's why I'm happy to partner with MWR Financial again. We coach people and, you know, put you in line to do it the correct way. Isn't it right, Miss Ash Weststone? She had a consultation today. We talked to her today. Boom. Send your information. You just follow the information. You still got questions? You get to actually have me in my office to basically coach you to make sure that it is done. To make sure so much is done. That's what we do, guys. We want you to keep your money. You have worked hard for it. You have worked hard for it. You have to keep your money. Okay? You have to keep your money. You just need a little help, and that's what we're here for. Let's go to another one. Healthcare costs. This is the last one, right? Healthcare costs. Whoo! So much people talk about healthcare, right? Again, the government's talking about healthcare here, and I got to actually do this one. And I added this one in here because a lot of people that are, you know, married and the kids that are on and going and stuff like, well, what can I write? I can't write off my kids. I can't do this. I can't do this. Well, what do I have? Healthcare costs. You know, there's a ways that you can write off, guys. Yes, up to 100% of your healthcare costs. And I'm not talking about the Schedule A where you have, you know, the first 10% of it and stuff is not able to even touch that. No. I'm talking about being able to write off your insurance premiums, your annual deductibles, your co-pays, your orthodontics, your natural holistic remedies, even over-the-counter drugs. That's a specific way you need to do it. Notice how I say with all of these, guys, if you do it correctly. That's a way that you can do this correctly. And this has been around. This is nothing new. Doesn't have anything to do with the 10% threshold. I'm talking about, guys, coming off of your income. Coming off your income. You just got to learn how to take advantage of the home-based business tax deductions. That's it. Okay? That's it. Do you see those? Now, those are just 7 things that I just actually mentioned to you guys. Those are just 7 of them. Okay? That's there. But I hope you already actually seeing like, wow, I can be writing off a lot of, I can be saving myself thousands of dollars. I can be saving myself $2,000 and $3,000 and $4,000 a year and da-da-da. You save yourself a lot of money, right? Because you already have a home. You just need to understand how to set that home up properly for the deduction. You possibly already have a vehicle. If you don't have a vehicle, you're traveling some kind of way, okay? You can write off certain things. We teach you how to do that, right? You're already eating out, okay? Or you're inviting people over and you're eating and you're feeding them. You're getting together. You're doing certain things, okay? You're already having what? Business meals, okay? I mean trips. You already have that. You already have operating deductions, okay? You have your kids. You're already actually spending money on them anyway, right? I start saying those jokers, right? Spending money on them anyway. And then you already got medical expenses that's going to come to you anyway. You see, instead of us just talking about it and wishing, it's time for us to start practicing what the savvy have known for years. They've been doing this for years. They've been not paying taxes on certain things for years. They've been using the depreciations for years. They've been using tax loopholes for years. They've been using different types of structures in their business for years. They have had one business, and then that business formed that business, and that formed that business, and the different type of structures from a sole proprietorship to the LLC to a S corporation to a C corporation for years. They've been doing this for a long time. Time for you to be able to do it. But just these 7 deductions here, if these 7 deductions here can actually save you on average $3,000 to $6,000 per year in tax savings, is that a good thing? Is that a good thing, guys? So my job actually right now, guys, honestly, is to get you to start your business before this end of this year. I'm just going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, and the sooner the better, because you got stuff going. I mean, how about to be? It's not even on here. How about to be able to learn how and be coached how to write off your gifts as business deductions? Holiday coming up. There's a certain way that you can write off your gifts as a deduction. You just have to do it the right way. And that's why I'm happy, guys, that we have partnered with MWR Financial, because right now, all you need to be doing is thinking about what business should I get? What business should I get? Because hopefully you know that you need a business right now. You need a business right now. And those that have questions, you can go ahead and start typing in your questions now. You can go ahead and start typing in your questions now, and I can answer some of your questions. You know, I got about 15 minutes if y'all want to actually use them to answer questions. Okay, so you can start actually doing that at this time. But you should be thinking about what business should I actually get you. And guys, I was thinking the same thing as I teach and I coach my clients already, okay, that come in for tax preparations or calling me or whatever, and we teaching this strategy everywhere I go. You know, I was doing the same thing. You need to have a business, how to business on those soul terms. What should I get? The cupcake factory? What should I get? This? What should I get? This going to get? But guys, I partnered with MWR Financial, and here's what we are doing together. First thing after we're doing together, guys, is we are making sure that we're helping you to make sure that you are compliant in the deductions that I'm talking about. You get unlimited consultation with our office to make sure that you're doing these the correct way. That's the first thing. And the company has actually even said, if you follow their plan of action, and if the savings that they have and earning money that they have in the program that they're using, you know, don't save or make you more money than what even the business that they have cost, they're going to give you a full refund. Anyway, so they made it less risk in doing so. They made it less risk in even doing so. You need to find out about this company, MWR Financial. You need to find out about it, you know, and you can actually trust the fact, the guys, that I'll be right there. You know, we I teach with the company every first Thursday. You know, it's the norm part. Every first Thursday, we teach in detail. We go a little deeper, okay? We go a little deeper, okay? You want to know how to do that? Home-based business, hire your child. I think this is what I'm going to knock out again on the first Thursday. How to do it from step 1, 2, 3, 4, right way. We teach and educate right there. How to write off that vehicle the right way. How to go and get that other vehicle and get that bonus depreciation up to 100%. How to do that, you know, or you got some other things that you just want to know. Hey, Terrence, how do I structure this business? How do I structure that business? You got Ask an Expert that you get to just type in, hey, I got a question about this, this, and that. We respond back to actually those. I'm saying this because you have experts just like you thought that the savvy and the wealthy had. Okay, you're gonna have that and a whole lot of other stuff financially that's going to help you, you know, out. Trust me, that's going to help you. And the guarantee that is you're going to save more than what the business actually costs. And then, okay, guys, the business part of it itself and the system that itself is not just about saving money. You know, the IRS says, yes, the intent to generate income, right? And they like to look at that 3-year kind of rule for the intent to generate income. This company is already helping people. I mean, if you're one that want to save money on your taxes and then potentially earn, I'm talking thousands of dollars in additional a month, a year, whatever, okay? Whether it's $100 a month or even if it's $600 a month, even if you save income, if you say, hey, I want to earn $600 a month in extra income, which is $7,200 a year, and then you work with me and the company in the membership, and we show you how to write off the entire $7,200, That's $7,200 tax-free. See, that's how you need to start thinking. You have $7,200 that you can utilize for your family, and it's tax-free. How about start actually earning $1,500 a month? We have individuals that's last year and stuff. I know particularly last year at the beginning, then they go the whole year, made over $20-some thousand and paid $4 in taxes for the whole year. Legally, with the right deductions that they have. They used the bonus deduction, but it was able to happen. It was able to happen. You see, when experts work together, you can do some amazing things financially. So what we want you to do, guys, now is we need you to get back with the MWR consultant that showed you this webinar. Okay. You're going to inbox them if you see it on whoever site you see it on. Okay. You see it on their site, get on there. You see it on my site, inbox me, whatever the site it is, somebody's watch party, whatever it is, guys, get on the site so they can show you. Okay. It's about a 20-minute MWR presentation actually that they have. Okay. They also, guys, have a little, ask them about the little estimator that you can put in those 7 deductions I just went over. You can go online and stuff. You can put in an example of the 7 deductions, okay, that's there, and you can get a good average of what you may be able to save. Maybe, you know, you got 2 kids and you only drive 12,000 miles a year. Maybe that's you. How about key that in? See how much taxes you can save with just that. And then we show you how to, that's going to earn you a significant amount of income, okay? Guys, I'm going to pause actually real quick to see if we have any questions before I let you go. Okay, pause real quick to see if you got any questions before I let you go. But I definitely want to you to basically get back with the person that invited you actually to the webinar, to their watch party, to whatever. You are going to actually be able to actually just let them know, I want to see that presentation. And if you choose MWR Actual Financial, guys, of course, I would be there for you in that actually membership, helping you and teaching you and guiding you by saving that. If you want to say, hey, I already have a business, I already got a business, get back with that person that you've seen as owner also, because you might need the membership that comes with me and a lot of the other experts, okay, in the different fields, okay, for tax, credit, debt, and retirement. All of us work together so we can help you. Because remember, just because you have a business, you need to make sure that you're doing it correctly. That's going to be a key, okay? Make sure that you're doing it correctly. Okay, guys? Well, with that being said, guys, I don't see any actual questions actually coming up actually right now. I guess I did actually that good. Okay. Get back with the person, guys, that invited you to this presentation, guys. Okay. And I look so forward to actually working with each and every one of you. Our team, guys, is Team No Limit, a part of the MWR Financial. And as always, this is T-Hawk, and I'm out. Have a great day, guys. Goodbye.